This being the final live Friday Q&A for the month. We will, of course, share more details, so stay tuned on the next Q&A that we're going to do, if we're going to do one too, and when it's going to be, which day of the week as well. But I must say that I personally have enjoyed so much connecting with each and every single one of you on a weekly basis, for me to share some ideas and some thoughts and insights, and for you to share some of your questions, some of your comments, some of your insights as well. So I have with me the box of questions. So this box of questions, they are a mixture of personal questions as well as public speaking related questions from the box. And my final question is, I'm an introvert. What should I do? And by the way, my accent is not great. What should I do? Here's the thing. If you're an introvert, it's not going to, it's really not going to affect your future or whether you can become an outstanding speaker. I'm an introvert. The way that I recharge is by way of not going out to party, but the way I recharge is really getting with my family members, with a close group of friends, just have a nice chat, maybe just reading, meditation, enjoying a nice meal, sipping a nice cup of Milo, that's my favorite beverage, and just relax, yeah? But when it comes to presenting, I'm able to give my all. So that's why we say being an extroverted introvert is possible. But don't you realize that if, let's say, you're an introvert and then you're an extrovert, you give a lot of your energy, then later after your talk, you want to find a way to recharge. Like, for example, finding some quiet time, going for a massage and stuff. So I do that. So embrace the inner introvert doesn't mean that it's not mutually exclusive, doesn't mean that you're an introvert means that you cannot become a great speaker. It's the furthest away from the truth. I myself, and I know plenty of outstanding speakers who are introvert. Just go and do a quick Google search. You'll find plenty of introverts who are amazing leaders, amazing thinkers, amazing entrepreneurs, amazing speakers, professional or otherwise. So that's one thing. Next thing is your accent is not great. So if you're an introvert, do nothing about it, because whether or not you're introvert or extrovert, the same measures apply. You're still going to pick up public speaking skills. You're still going to be able to learn the nuances and the techniques. So there's nothing special that you need to do about it. Embrace your inner introversion. Or I should say more accurately, your inner introvert, okay? My accent is not great. Here's the thing. Your accent may not be great. Well, I mean, accent has got nothing to do with whether or not you're going to be an outstanding speaker. Tony Robbins, I mean, he speaks with a particular accent. Gary Vee speaks with a particular accent as compared to maybe Tony Buzan, maybe Richard Branson. Even in America, like I mentioned, depending on which state you're from, you don't have the same accent as with someone of a different state. Does it mean that you're less of a speaker? No. Compare it with perhaps, say, some of my friends, they may not have an American accent, they have an Australian accent. Is there any worse of the American accent? Is an Australian accent inferior to that of an American accent? I don't think so. Likewise, for an Asian accent, no. The idea is clarity. Clarity is more important than accent. Are you able to articulate your words? Are you able to pronounce and enunciate your words effectively? So if those are not compromised, then don't worry about accent. Apply more kindness to yourself. You're in a great place. Yeah. From our live audience, what is the most beautiful word in the world? I would say kindness is one thing that is lacking. One thing that is lacking in this world is kindness. Kindness to two. Kindness to self, that's one. Kindness to others. The thing is, when we apply a lot of kindness, it's easier said than done. I can tell you now, apply more kindness, but what does it really mean? Applying more kindness to yourself means that it's alright to be not alright. Applying kindness to yourself means that it is okay to feel not okay. Applying kindness to yourself means that it's alright to be imperfect, because it's precisely because you're imperfect, that's why you are perfect. When you apply kindness to yourself in that way, that when you make a mistake, just say, I'm sorry, seek forgiveness, and work towards improving yourself. Because when you can accept yourself and apply kindness in that way, you feel much happier, don't you think? You feel that you are in a space where you can truly grow. That when, if you were to tell a kid, for example, that you're no way allowed to make a single mistake, you tell a scientist who is now trying desperately to come up with a vaccine that I won't allow you to come up with a single mistake in developing the vaccine in the process, how are you going to develop a vaccine? Because one failed attempt is a mistake already. There's imperfection there. So applying kindness to yourself is all the more important. And I think that is severely lacking right now, whether it's to parents, to spouse, to siblings, to trainers, to teachers, to students, to colleagues. We don't apply enough kindness in whatever capacity, whatever hat that we are wearing. Number two, applying kindness to others. The thing is, when you don't apply enough kindness to others, sometimes when we get into an argument or when we somehow seem to have a misunderstanding, we seem to think that and expect the other party to think the same way that we do. We expect that the other party to act in the same way that we do. We somehow expect that the other party, in such common sense, why can't you think in that way? But the moment when we apply more kindness and we start applying our mind to, you know what, maybe there could really be something going on with the family of that person, and that's why that person is maybe not performing, let me find out why. Let me not jump to conclusion. Let me apply more kindness. If a particular person said something that may be very irritating or annoying, apply more kindness. Give the person the initial benefit of doubt as well. That's really going to help not just make you happier, but it's going to make the world a much happier place. Yeah? So apply more kindness. For me, in fact, I'm not feeling very well today. Yeah? I'm feeling a little under the weather. But I still choose to give value. I may be giving it a value in a manner where I'm using maybe some pause fillers in my presentation. Maybe perhaps I'm in a particular outfit that's is comfortable for me, but perhaps it's not as great in the eyes of some individuals in doing a sort of like engagement series. But for me, I'm applying more kindness to myself that if I do what I say, the audience members are going to feel the same way as well. And as I encourage all to apply more kindness, the audience members, they are also going to be like, yeah, I think this is another good takeaway. This is a good learning point. So why not?